It's a weapon, it's a brick, it's a classic. That was the cringiest thing that's ever come out of my mouth. Ew. This is never gonna happen, but maybe in 1,000 years it will. I actually managed to read all of these books, with the exemption of this one this month. I will buy myself something very nice. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I want to talk about all the books that I want to read this month. It's definitely a very ambitious TBR, but you know what? It's not like I have finals this month. It's not like I'm taking thermodynamics and fluid mechanics in the same quarter, because no sane person would do that. I'm not a masochist. I would never inflict any sort of pain or unrealistic expectations on myself. Never. You see this pile right here? These are the physical books that I want to read this month. Notice how I said physical, because I have more that I want to read on my Kindle. So let's start off with one that I've actually already started. I'm 52% of the way through it. It's from Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. This is my very first Mariana Zapata book. It's an enemies to lovers figure skating romance. I actually meant to read this last month while the Olympics was going on, because the figure skating part of the Winter Olympics is my favorite thing ever. I just ran out of time, and so I'm reading it right now. And then another book that I've already started as well is, I don't have the dust jacket on it because I'm reading it, but it's upside down. City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. This is the third book in the Mortal Instruments series. I'm doing a reread of the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices this year. So on that same note, I also want to reread Clockwork Angel. This is the first book in the Infernal Devices series. This one is also set in the Shadowhunter worlds, but it follows different main characters. It's in a different time period. This one's more of like a historical fantasy. I prefer this series over the Mortal Instruments series, so I'm very excited to reread this. And then another reread, Caress by Marissa Meyer. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles series. This one is a Rapunzel retelling. I'm so excited for this. This was my favorite in this series when I first read it. I'm gonna be listening to the audiobook of this. I like to listen to at least one audiobook a month. And then let's talk about the other ebooks that I want to read other than From Lukov with Love. The first one is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover and Verity by Colleen Hoover. I am on a quest to find a Colleen Hoover book that I like. I have only read one. I read Ugly Love last month and I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but I know everybody loves Colleen Hoover, so I want to give her books another chance. And I feel like Verity might be it, because Verity sounds like something that's right up my alley, but people also really love It Ends With Us, so I'm gonna give those two a try this month. If you guys haven't heard of these books, It Ends With Us follows a girl named Lily Bloom. That's the only thing I know. Her name is Lily Bloom. I know it has something to do with domestic abuse, and people said that it's really, really sad. And then Verity is a romantic thriller, and there's a writer involved. I don't know. I honestly don't know too much about these two books. The next book is Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have been meaning to read this since January, so I think I'm finally gonna do it this month. Yeah, this is like a historical fiction. Follows this woman, Evelyn Hugo, while she tells her story about the 7 husbands that she had in her lifetime, and she's like really famous. She's like a Marilyn Monroe type figure. I'm sure you've heard of it. And then I want to read a nonfiction, The Molecule of More by Daniel Z. Lieberman and Michael E. Long. It's a really short nonfiction book on dopamine. A lot of people have described it as a biography of dopamine. And then it's time to read the second and third book in the Addicted series. I have been putting this off. Although I really want to know what happens, I'm kind of scared and I don't know why. So I think I can definitely get to these two this month. I'm gonna eat my words at the end of the month, just watch. And then last, that was really ugly. I want to start War and Peace this month, because like I said, I love myself so much. I would never torture myself. I'm definitely not finishing this month, because again, I really don't hate myself, so I'm not gonna do that, but I do want to finish this by April, so I want to get started on this month. I'm gonna assign myself some reading every single day for this. I can finish this by the end of April. This is a behemoth of a book. I have been inspired by Isabella from Throne of Pages to pick up this book. I'm gonna link her video down below. She's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, and she read War and Peace. She vlogged it, and her thoughts on it, like her struggles with it, it just kind of, it lit a fire under my ass. And I'm like, you know what? I think I should. I have actually been meaning to read War and Peace for a very long time. I just haven't made the time to do it because this is a commitment. This is like 1,400 pages long. It's literally as big as my fucking head. And I have a huge head. So I can kill someone with this. Definitely give them like a really bad concussion. It's a weapon. It's a brick. It's a classic. That was the cringiest thing that's ever come out of my mouth. Ew. But yeah, I'm gonna start War and Peace this month as well, but I am not finishing it, so do not expect that in the March wrap up. It's not happening. But these other books, I will try my hardest to finish this month. I don't know if it'll happen. We'll see. Hopefully I can do it. Maybe not. So that is a total of 10 books. If you count War and Peace, then it's 11 books, but I feel like 10 books is doable. I am very busy this month because I really do have finals and I really am taking thermo and fluids this month. I meant this quarter. Yeah, and we'll see. I'm not promising, but I am hopeful. Yeah, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, and also hit the subscribe button while you're down there. It would really help me out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little and we keep track of time.